Hello, you're welcome to this video. My name is Shedrack, and on this video, I'm going to be walking step by step on how to design, develop a VTU system based on VendAfrica platform. Now, this is going to be a practical video training, and I'm going to do justice to some of the things that basic foundations, and also even going to the highest advanced level of a kind of understanding the application in general. Now, this is going to be a very lengthy video, a little bit. So I want you to take a pen and a biro and then take some references. So this video is specifically meant for people that are either a client, okay, you already buy the script and you want to figure things out how this solution works. So this script is what's called, this video is going to guide you on the basic level to the advanced level. Okay, so for those that don't know who I am, I'm Chedak, as I said earlier before now. I'm a full stack web developer, and you can see most of our channel. You can see some of the videos I make is on telecom business. The reason is because I am the one that started the VT business as like advocating it in 2012, and then this is actually 2024, 2023. So you can see that I have a very big, deep experience on the industry. And apart from my regular web development career job, I do full-time telecom business as a CEO and also a founder of some fintech solution as well, especially on telecom. But in this video, I'm not talking about me, right? I'm actually looking at, okay, we want to solve a problem. What's the problem? Ability for us to have a VT website that has Autobanking. Not only that we have the VT website, we already have the application, but how do we now sort it out? How do we make it to work with our business? That's the main thing why we are here on this video. Now, for those of you that have bought the script, this is the opportunity for you to learn along with me. And if you are yet to buy the script, I'm going to still present opportunity for you to do that on this video. So, having said that, let's go to the video. But before we go to the what we are going to cover on this video, please subscribe to the channel, like and share this video, because we are going to be making several videos training just like this particular one we are doing right now. So don't skip any part and subscribe, like and share this video, because without like or subscribing to the channel, there's no way we can update you whenever we make an update like this, or maybe offers like this, because this is actually a special offer, but I don't want to go into the offer section yet. I want to walk you step by step on how to actually design and develop this application to work for you. Now, this is not in any way you need to be a techie person, okay? If you can operate Facebook, you can actually do this, right? That can be any irrespective of your profession. So you have to just follow my step, and then you're going to get things done. Okay. So I would say that let's go to the video properly. Now, there is also done for you system, which is reseller system based on this application. So if you are the person that don't want to follow the tutorial, the training, and you really want to get things up and running without actually learning the learning curve, then you can hit us on WhatsApp. The line will be on the description of this video. So you can actually request for the reseller based on VendAfrica technology. So these are things that we're going to cover on this video, which is one VendAfrica platform overview. We're going to just look at it critically, not on the area of okay, make so that you become a vendor or whatever. But then this time around, we're looking at it as a point of development. Okay, how is it being designed? Okay. So we're going to look at that. The next thing is how to get the script, how to get this solution that we are going to use to design this application. Okay, this VTU system that has this auto banking feature. So this, we're going to tell you how to get that. That's for those of you that have not gotten the script, how to get the web hosting and domain name. So we're going to look at that briefly. We're not going to be wasting time on most of the things that we are going to look at the practical aspect of it. Okay, now once we exhaust these three point, we're going to still look at how to upload the script on the cPanel live and direct. Okay, how to create database, how to upload SQL file to the server. So this is going to be a little bit technical video, but then follow my steps. Everything is going to be very, very easy. Now, how to connect the database. Once you must have already uploaded the database, you need to connect it. Okay, how to log into the admin, how to do basic settings, how to add banking informations, and how to configure modify. So a lot of things going to be happening on this video. So stick around with us in this video while we dive into the whole thing. There are going to be a lot of things. Okay, how to connect API. We're going to still be looking at API in the later version of the video. So we're going to look at API technology, how to actually integrate API on the application. Okay, security tips and guide is going to be covered on this video. So it's a top-loaded video, guys. So the only thing I expect for you to do in this video is to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, because that makes me to produce more quality content just like this particular one you are watching. Having said that, let's go to the video properly. Okay, so let's proceed with the practical section. Now, I've already explained things. So let's take the first one, which is a platform overview. That's what's called VendAfrica platform overview. Let's look at it critically. Now, most of you have been aware in the channel, if you have been following us, that we have introduced a platform which is called VendAfrica. So if you go to vendafrica.com.ng, you're able to see the address, which you can see here, vendafrica.com.ng. We're going to look at it as like, okay, we're going to send it as a demo on the description of this video. You can see that here, this is actually a VTU platform, of course. This particular page, which we are seeing where I'm scrolling right now, is called a landing page. What is a landing page? A landing page is something that user sees, okay? But in this particular video, what we are covering extensively is the back end application. What is the back end application? When you click on login, register, on any application, that place where the system takes you is what we call the back end, right? So in this regard, the VendAfrica has its own back end, which of course, that is what we are going to be looking at critically on this video. So when you click on login register, it takes you here. So this place where you see here HTTPS app.vendafrica is called the back end, where user interact with the application. So it is totally different from the front end, right? The front end, which you are seeing here, is totally different from the back end. And then this VendAfrica application is a back end application, not a front end application. So except you are going for the two versions, that's the front end and the back end, then you have to actually order for it, right? So I'm not going to waste time on this. We're still going to come on the later version of the video. We're going to look at how to deal with the front end. But this is just like a demonstration. Now, for those of you that are new to everything we are doing here, we're going to look at the inside system, like, okay, log in to see one of the things that we're going to achieve on this particular training. It's actually a training, guys. And you can see that I am always very, I don't use to a kind of, I usually do everything. When I do this training like this, it means that, okay, I want you to succeed. That's why I'm doing the training. And this training can be used to develop this solution. Be it someone that buy the script, or you're a developer and you want to sort this out, even without contacting us, as far as you are buying the script. So this is what we want to develop, exactly what you are seeing here. We want to achieve this, okay? Situation whereby people can come in to buy products, right? Now, having seen this, let's look at the second part of this video, which of course, so how to get the script. Now, before you can actually think of building something like this that is sophisticated like this, talk about how do you get the application, okay? Now, to get the script is very simple. Look at how you are going to get the script. I'm going to say it now, so that those of you that always skip videos, you shouldn't come to WhatsApp and begin to ask several questions that touches the heart. We don't entertain that. Now, how to get this script, which is VendAfrica, the one you just see right now, can see it right away. This script is not free. You understand? So you don't need to come to WhatsApp and begin to say, okay, please give us the script for free. No, nothing like that. Okay, the script is currently 150K, but you can get the script for just 60K. Offer is valid for only 50 customers. Now, when I'm talking about 50 customers, we have nothing less than 3,000 to 5,000 subscribers in our YouTube channel. So be rest assured that as we are pushing this video, a lot of people are seeing the video. So once we're able to get that number of 550 customers that buy this script, the script goes to a price of 150K. So what is it telling you? It's telling you that you should act fast to get the script. If you already have the script ahead, that means there's no need for you to panic, because you already have the script. Because this script is going to give you a lot of advantage over any other script you have seen in the industry. Okay. Now, the purchase highlights options are given on this video. The reason why we are bringing this, because most of the people that don't pay attention, they go through the training part and they'll be able to say, okay, please give me the script. Give me the script. Don't come to our DM and begin to ask that kind of question. We already said that the script is not free and it is 60K, but this is the purchase option one. Option one is this. If you want the script alone, for those of you that are developer, you just want the script, is 40K for only the script. This is only for 50 customers, please. Now, 50K for the script and database. That's a special database already programmed on the application that enable the application to dispense airtime and data automatically without you figuring things out yourself, because the script is very vast, which I'm going to show you. But if you are going to get the script from us, the database from us, we already designed the database. So you don't need to crack your brain to figure things out. That means you're paying 50K. Then if you need the script, the database, and templates. What is a template? You can see that when we started the video, I told you about VendAfrica, right? Okay, so like the VendAfrica is like, okay, this landing page where you see the a lot of let me show you in a brief. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I'm going to show you something so that you're able to understand what we mean by landing page, so that you understand the differences. So this particular landing page, which you are seeing right now, which is VendAfrica, this particular page, if you want it, is 10K. For those of you that are buying the script. But if you don't buy the script, you just want this VendAfrica landing page, it is 20,000 naira. But since you are buying the script, it's a discounted 50% discount. Okay. So if you want the script, right? If you want the script, the database, and the template, it is 60K. Then if you want the script and the database, it's 50K. Why if you want only the script without database? This database I'm talking about is the raw database, as in what the raw database, the one that is not being customized to give you what you need. Then you pay 40K. It's not that, okay, if you pay 40K, you're not going to get the database. You're going to get the database, but it's going to be that, okay, you're going to sort things out yourself, right? So having said that, let's proceed with the video. Now, warning, once the 50 customers have booked their slot, the script will go back to 150K, okay? Now, how do you place your order? What you get when you place your order are working database on airtime and data. Of course, I've said it before, program API already. So you just connect your key and ready to go. So it means that you don't need to figure things out yourself. Everything is done for you, right? So you just have to connect the API, and then the system will start working, right? Then complete second part 2 video on API integration, because this is a public video, guys. So we're not doing API. We're not going to cover API integration on this video, but rather we're going to be doing extensive work on the basic setup system. So if you want the script, as I rightly said on this, you just have to DM us on WhatsApp. You can see the line to contact, and then the line will still be on the description of the video. So get the script, because without getting the script, this training won't make sense to you. Having said that, let's go to the aspect of Lagos. We're taking everything step by step. We have covered the platform overview, the host, how to get the script. Now let's look at hosting and domain. Now for your website to exist on the internet, that's what we call hosting. Okay, hosting has to do with, okay, for you to get this website, which is vendafrica.com.ng, it must exist on the internet. So that's what we call hosting. So you need a hosting to host the script. Now, not every hosting is being supported, especially in Nigeria, please. Okay? So you don't go and then buy one particular hosting and maybe you deploy the script, it's loading slow, or better still, it's not even working out. So the hosting I recommend personally is Namecheap. Okay? Namecheap is a global hosting company based in London. I think it's in US or London. Okay? So they are very, very reliable. Okay? You can use Namecheap for your web application. Okay, because this is actually a web application we are trying to deploy on the internet. So use them, or better still, if you are getting the script, we also have a different hosting we can actually recommend for you, right? That's if you need it. Now, having said that, let's look at the other things like domain name. You can use domainking.ng to get your .com.ng domain. That is, if you want to register .com.ng domain, you can use Domain King. They are reliable, okay, in terms of registration of domain name, okay? Now, I already made some videos in the past where I can actually teach you how to connect the DNS to work with your hosting. So if you request such, so DM us on WhatsApp to get you started. But you already have a hosting already as a developer or someone intending to use this application on a very good server, fine. You can deploy it and test whether it works out. If it works out, then you can be able to use the server. Now, how to upload the script. So we have talked on hosting. Of course, you have seen it. Now we're looking at the fourth step, which is how to upload the script. Now, once you get the script from us, you are going to have your own cPanel, which of course, this is a cPanel. A cPanel is a place where you actually work on a website. Okay, so this is our own cPanel. Then on the cPanel, quickly click on File Manager. As you can see it now under Files. You can see Files here. Click on File Manager. Now, what is a File Manager? File Manager is a place where you organize all your what's called website files and folder. So this is a File Manager, and in your own, you may have like public HTML there. But in my own case, there's a lot of website here. I'm just going to be dealing with one, which is Web Digital. Web Digital is our resource website, not like a website, but actually a place where we actually demonstrate some technical training like this. So if you go to webdigital.com.ng, you can see it now. Once you register your website, host it, everything will be blank like this because we are doing this thing from scratch. So you can see that everything is blank here, right? You can see everything is blank. So once you are there, you will see that once you are on that root of the domain, you will see that everything is blank from the file manager. While you're also seeing it physically, that's if you load the address on a web browser, everything will also be blank. So that means you're on the right track, right? Now, the first thing you should do is this. Remember, this is a back-end application, not a front-end application. So the first thing, because this is the first question most people always ask, where do I upload the script? Now, the first thing you should do is to create a folder on the file manager. So just quickly click on this add folder plus sign. Can you see it right away? Can you see it? Just click on it and then put the name you want to answer. You want the application to answer. In this regard, I just want to put something like maybe Porter, right? Now, Porter is going to be the place where the application is going to reside. So once I put the Porter, I'm just going to click on create new folder. So I'm just going to click on create new folder. Okay, you can see now it has created the folder called Porter, right? Porter is going to place where everything is going to reside. If you go to the front of the URL as like the web digital, you can see that Porter is here, and that is what we want to achieve. So that's the first step you should do as someone who want to work on the application. The second step is to go to the what's called your cPanel, and then you can create a domain, subdomain, right? But I don't want to cover it on this video. If you want to use subdomain to what's called to put the application, you can create a subdomain. But I want to use what's it called? I want to use subfolder here. So once you have done this, I've already created this, which is Porter. You can see it right away. I'm just going to double click on it, so that you'll be inside a particular folder, which is Porter. So once you are here, you just click on upload. Can you see upload up here? Yes, you can see it right away. So make sure you are jotting this, okay? Just click on this upload. It will take you to the place where you have to select the file. So in this case, I'm going to click on select file because once we make the purchase of the application, you must have gotten a download link from us. Then that download link will give you complete access to what I'm showing you right now. So here, I'm just going to click on this VendAfrica VTU. You can see it right away. Now you're going to get two files there, which is the SQL setup and then the VTU server. Now, what is SQL? SQL is structural query language. That is actually something that I'm talking about in the previous section. So in this case, I'm uploading the VTU server because that's the main thing that we want to achieve, right? So I just click on it, just click on this VTU server and then click on open. So once you click on it, this time will automatically start uploading the application. So give it some time. It's going to upload as in completely from this. It's going to count from this 2% to 100%, and then it turns green. Don't be in a haste, because if you are in a haste, all the file may not be uploaded on the server. So as this is uploading, the next thing we want to do, because we want to be combining several things, I don't want to make this video to be lengthy, so that you can go on to start the development process. As it is uploading, we're going to do one thing, which is to create the database that will enable us to connect the SQL system to enable the site to start functioning, right? So let's go to the cPanel critically. If you look at on your cPanel, once you're logged into your cPanel, you will click, you see area we call the database, right? You can see the database here. Just click on this MySQL database. You can see it right away. So I'm going to click on this MySQL database. You can see it right away. I'm just going to click on it. And then we are going to create a database, because without the database, we cannot be able to connect the application to work with the solution. So here I'm going to, what I usually do is what your name of your website. If you have multiple websites, always call it that particular website. But in this regard, since we are dealing with Porter, I'm going to just put Porter there, because that is exactly the name we want to call the root folder we want to install the application, right? So I'm going to just call it Porter. I'm just going to call it Porter. Then click on create database. For those of you that are not technical enough, okay, sir, Shedrack, this thing is too technical to me. You can order for the reseller portal status system, or better still, pay us for development. That if you already have the script, but this thing is making you don't understand some certain things, then for we to do installation and upload the database and set up the whole parameter, just like what we are doing, you are going to pay us just a token amount of 20,000 naira. I know it's not big to some people. I know so big to some people. So if you don't want to pay us set up development fee, which is 20,000, then pay attention and get this. So once you have created this first, the database, which you can see it right away, you can see the database that is being created. I'm going to copy it and put somewhere that is very safe, okay? In this regard, I would like you to use Notepad, okay? So use like something like Notepad to put the database. That's like, okay, keep the what's it called, the database intact, because you are going to still need it later on. We're going to still need it later on. So I've created the database. The next thing is to create user, because you cannot actually work only on with database. You need to have the user. So we're going to click on Porter, the same Porter, make the same name so that it shouldn't be different. Now use the password generator so that the system will be very, very secure, right? Don't use a manual password input. Okay, so I'm just going to click on password generator here. Then if you don't like this particular password, you can easily say it's time to generate a very strong one, the one that, okay, no one can guess. So this particular one, I think I like it. I'm going to just copy it. You can see what I'm doing. Just copy it and then place it somewhere, as in on the notepad. Make sure you save it on the notepad, because you still need it later, okay? So, and then click, I have copied this password in the same place, and then use password. So the system will automatically mark that the password is okay by telling you that it is very, very strong, right? You can see it right away. Everything I'm doing is step by step. I'm not skipping any part. So click on create user. Click on create user. Okay, so that's the you can see that the database user has been created. Then click on go back. Now, after creating the database and the user, as I've done now, the next thing is to scroll down on this place. You can see add user to database. Click on this section, which is the user. Remember, we created a user which is called Porter. Okay, I have to trace it from this place. I'm not hiding anything, so that I shouldn't say that there's a part you didn't tell me, and then I'm making mistakes. So make sure you select the user, which is Porter. Make sure you select it. Don't make mistake, please. Don't make mistake. There is no mistake in something like this, okay? So select another one, which is another Porter. Then click on add. Can you see add there? Just click on it. Just click on the add, okay? Now, in your own case, you may not have a lot of database here. You may just have few, okay? Because of a lot of what's compared or website is linked up to this cPanel. So that's why you're seeing a lot of them. Your own, it may just be one. So add, click on add. Once you click on add, it will take you to another place, which is, you can see here. All you have to do is to click on this all privileges. Can you see all privileges? Make sure you click on it. Click on this all privileges, right? Click on this all privileges. Then scroll down and click on make changes, right? Click on make changes. Now this part is going. You can see the system says successful. So we are done with this part. We just have to leave the window. Just leave the window the way it is now. Leave it like this, because we may need it later on this development process. So what we're going to do is to go back to our file that is being uploaded. Let's see whether the system has uploaded the file finish. So you can see it is still reading 19.28. Remember, this is going to read up to the installation file, which is 334.338, right? So you must read that before we know that everything is correct, okay? So as this is loading, let's go to the next step. The next step is to upload the SQL file. Remember that it's two files there, which is the VTU server and the SQL file. So I'm going to quickly do the upload. And then we are still going to still look at this to know that, okay, it has already finished uploading while we are still waiting for it. So to do that, all you have to do is to go back to your file manager. In this case, I'm just going to click on this to open another tab because I don't want to lose this particular tab because we need it later. So on the file manager, you can see, okay, not the file manager, the C panel, please. Okay, the C panel. On the C panel, you see that there's a lot of bunch of sections here. But on the same database, which of course we are dealing with, on this database section, you can see it right away here. I want you to click on this PHP My Admin. Can you see it right away? Just click on this PHP My Admin. Just click on it. Once you click on PHP My Admin, it will take you to another tab. What is PHP My Admin? PHP My Admin simply means a place where you can actually design the database of any application, whether VTU or any kind of application you want to do. You work most of the time on the PHP My Admin area. So we're going to do upload of that SQL setup system because that we need in the later on this particular video. Without the SQL file, there's no way the application can work. And without the application, the SQL file cannot work. So it's like two. So what we need to do is on the left-hand side, you can see it now. In your own case, you may not have several bunch of what's called database here. But in this case, I'm just going to trace the one which we have created. Okay, two of us created it, right? Of course, you are there when we are creating it, as if you are here with me. so let's look at that particular database which we created, right? So here you can see it right away. You can see it Porter here. So click on this Porter. So on this place, you see that everything is empty. Nothing is here, right? You can see that nothing is here. You can see that everything is nothing is here, right? So what we want to do is to now upload the SQL file, which of course you see previously when we're uploading the main script. So I'm just going to click on import. Under here, you can see import here as one of the tabs. So once you click on import, then the next thing is that under this place, you see browse, right? You can see browse here, right? So you just have to click on it. Just have to click on it. Then you can see the SQL file. Can you see the SQL file? Can you see it now? This is what we want to upload right now. So I just have to click on that. Just click on it and open. Then go scroll down, then choose import. Can you see import here? Just choose this import. What does import means? Of course, you know what it means. It's to call out the database. Okay, bring it from the local environment, that is the system, to the live server. It's a simple logic there. So there's nothing too technical there. So let's wait for it to load. Let's wait for it to load. It may take a little while, depending on the speed and your network speed. So you can see it now. It has uploaded. You can see that it has imported everything successfully. You can see the reading. Now, in your own case, if you didn't write like this, that means there is a problem. So you should be aware of it. So it has imported the database. So if you click on it now, you can see it now. So make sure that you are in the right track. Make sure that the whole database is reading this, right? Is what? 54. 54 as like query tables that is going to be there. So that's the step that is necessary for you to take. So we have imported the database. What we have done so far, because I'm looking at things we are covering on this training, we have been able to create the database. You can see it now. We have been able to upload the SQL file. Now, we have not done this. We have not done connecting the database, okay? And we are still uploading this. So that you know that we're actually following the manual, okay? Now, let's go back to the file system. We can see that the upload system is completed, right? It must read this. It must see that it's a green. A green means go. Everything is okay now. So we have done this. Now, the next thing is to go back. You just have to click on this to go back to the, sorry about that. Just go back to the Porter, which is the folder where we're working at. So you're going to see that here, you will see the file, which is VTU server. Can you see it now? Can you see the VTU server? Now, if you go back to the as like if you reload your front end of your website, still go to that portal, you now see that the file is residing on this section, right? Can see it now? It's residing here. So that is good. It means that you're actually getting the process right. So the next thing we need to do is to click on this file on your file manager. Okay. Remember this, we are on file manager here. So click on that file, which is, you can see here, click on it and then choose extract. Can you see extract here? Can you either choose this extract, or better still, you can right click the file and choose extract. Can you see it now? Click on extract. Then it will ask you that, do you want to extract the file on this place or this? Or remember, we are dealing with Porter as the subfolder. So I think the directory is okay. So just leave it the way it is. You can see it now. Just leave it here. Don't change anything here. Okay. So just click on extract files. So the system will take a little while for everything to be extracted. Now, once it's extracted, the job did not finish there. So it shouldn't come and say, I'm not done. So you get another folder there, which of course you can see the folder here, Pro. Can you see it now? Can you see the Pro here? I'm using arrow so that you should that, Shedrack, you dey follow this thing. Let me speak Pidgin, because all of us are Nigeria now. Abi, you're not from Nigeria. Why will you be doing telecom business if you're not from Nigeria? So you should be a Nigerian before you do this business. So you can see, say the thing don't dey, it don't dey inside the system. Okay. Now the next thing you need to do is to click on this Pro. Click on the Pro. Double click on it. Then you see a lot of files here. Did you see the files? There's a lot of them. Now pay attention what you want to do here now. What you have to do is to click on this select all. Did you see select all here? Click on it, because we want to move all the files to the place where it's supposed to be, to the permanent side. Okay. So click on this select all. You can see everything is selected, right? Now go up at the extreme or top here. You can see it now where it says move. Okay. Once you select all, just click on move. Then this is the place where you have to pay attention. All you have to do is to, since we are trying to move all the file to the portal, because the portal is the place where we want the application to reside, this particular directory. Remember, for you to be a developer is not a day job. So that's why if you are not, these things are sounding crazy to you, then pay us 20,000. Let's design the solution for you and hand it over to you. So, but then those of you that you want to chop all the money and still be our guy at the top, no problem. You need to follow me critically. So what we want to achieve is that I want to make the application to reside on Portal. That's webdigital.com.ng/Portal. In your own case, it may be different thing, right? But pay attention to that. So what we want to do is very simple. All you have to do is to remove this Pro. Just remove this Pro. That's all we need to do. Then click on Move Files, right? Move Files. You just click on it. The system will automatically move all these files to the default Portal root directory. Okay, let me be speaking our language as a developer. So if you click back, you discover that everything is now here now, which is what we want to achieve, right? So that is good. That is good. It means you are now, let's clap for yourself, clap for yourself, clap for yourself. It's not easy. It's not that easy. Now, but let's go to the front end of the website, as in the app section, not the website this time around, the app section. Then let's reload it and see what really happened. Okay, so you can see that everything is coming live. Everything is coming live. Now look at it this way now. You can see that here it's telling me that fail to connect to my SQL database. Once you are getting this result, it means you are in order. It means you are in a total order. That means you are doing it right, if you don't understand what is order. Now, the next thing you should do is to go back to, remember we created a database. We have already imported the database on my SQL. You can see the database here. Now we want to do what we call connecting the database, because I'm a teacher, I'm not a lecturer. Let me be taking points of what I've covered. So we have created the database, we have uploaded the script, we have uploaded the SQL file. Now, how to connect? We are now dealing with this now. We need to connect database. Okay? So how do we deal with that? We are going to do it in two ways. One, we need to get back the password where we created with this database. This is the particular database, which is Portal. You know, we did we have a password for that, right? So, and I told you to use the notepad to save it. So I'm going to copy it because that's the first thing I want to do. Now, I'm going to go back to the C panel, click on that portal. You can see it under this web digital, this portal. Now, what you want to do is to go back on the home directory, that's the directory right now. Scroll to there's a lot of bunch of files, but the place I want you to go is the place where you can see DB. Do you see it now? DB? Can you see it now? You will definitely see it. If you didn't see it, then almost you don't buy a fake one. No. You understand? You must see DB. DB, which means database. That's the meaning of DB. So right click on it, choose edit. Right click and choose edit. So then choose another edit. Just click edit again. So the database is just like a section that enable you to actually connect the database. So now pay attention critically so that you get it right, you get things right. Now you can see here it said the host, leave it at this local host. Then DB name, DB user, DB password. So these are the things we need. And those three things we have already created it in our previous series. Oh, not a series actually. In the previous class, as if you have two classes. It's actually one class. So let's connect. Let's first of all do I copy the password, right? So I'm just going to backspace this. See the place I'm backspacing. Don't go and make mistake. Don't remove the asterisk sign. It's not recommended. Then paste the password. You can see that I have already copied the password. Then this DB controller, you can see controller here now. Make sure you also paste the same thing that you paste in the other section. So I'm just going to, this is now where you see where the password is. Make sure you are reading in between the lines. Okay, you can see where password on this one is now. You can see this one now. You can see where the DB pass is here. So don't go and do mistake and begin to bombard us on DM, on WhatsApp. Okay, Shedrack, this thing is not going to work. Everything is going to work on your hand now. So they shouldn't say, Shedrack, this thing where you do no work. So paste it, paste the same password, then go back to your database and copy the same database. Of course, we created it. I copy it. Everything is the same thing. I can see it now. Then change the DB name, that's database name. I'm going to change it. Then database user, I'm going to change this. Then database name here, I'm going to change this. Remember, don't remove the exclamation mark. Don't remove it. If you remove everything, don't scatter. So make sure you remove the one I say. Rewind this video and download it and watch it over and over in your phone. Even if you are cooking, be watching it. If you are in a church, be watching it. If you are watching movie with your family, be watching it. If you are dreaming, be watching this video, right? So once you are done with this, you have been able to add up all the parameters, which of course you can see right now. Now the next thing is to go at the top section, okay? You can see it now where you see save changes. By the way, I'm not in that category where people don't say, use a phone to do everything. No, now lie. You must use system this time around. Don't use phone to do this. So you shouldn't say, Shedrack, I'm not understanding this thing. Because you are using phone, if you don't have a system, go to cyber cafe near you and do it. Or better buy system. The system is not that costly. 100 or 150,000, they already get a system. Okay. Now click on this place where you see save changes. What is save changes? Of course, to save all these things that you have done here. Because if you don't save it, the system will not recognize and acknowledge it. So just click on this save changes. Allow the system to save it. Okay. Once you save it, it tell you that successful. You can see it now. So now the next thing you should do to know that you are progressing, right, is to go back to the front edge of the app you are building, right? And then reload the page. And if everything goes right, I mean to say, you will be welcomed with a very hot, sophisticated new screen, just like what you are doing. Okay, you are now clap for yourself. It's not easy, clap yourself, okay? Anywhere you are now, you are now a developer, okay? Now, but the job did not end there. Why am I sounding like this? Because you need to still do other things, okay? There's a lot of other technical things, not technical this time around, because if you are following my training, it will not be technical for you. First of all, we have been able to connect the database, which is now working. You can see it now. Now you can see that we are connected the database. Now the next thing is to how to log into the admin end. Okay, that is now the next thing we need to to achieve, right? Now, unfortunately, because this is actually a public video, I may not show you the what's it called, the admin login details, the username and password. But if you have the script, once you are on this page, you just quickly go to WhatsApp and say, admin, please give me admin login details and password. We will quickly send you the admin login details and password, right? Now I'm going to log in and then continue this video. Okay, welcome back, welcome back. I believe you have taken tea and bread, and then you are now ready for part 2 on this. Now, I want you to pay attention. As you will be working with the application from the admin end, you also need to open another tab so that you'll be seeing the result of what you are doing, right? So what you need to do is to reload this page. Reload the page. You can see everything is still the same thing. So I've been able to log into the admin end. You can see the admin end here. The first thing you should do is to go to portal settings. Can you see portal settings? Once you're on the admin end, then click on settings, okay? Site settings. So here, you have to change all the parameter that is here. For instance, here now, just put anything that you think, as in, make sure you put your right things, okay? So the support email, for instance, I can put something like web digital, something like this. Something like this. Now, there is another thing issue. If you click on save changes now, another thing is the portal name. The portal name. Okay. So, okay, let me just say portal because that's the name of the web digital. This is just going to be your name of your VTU will be here, web digital. Okay. Now, if you go back to the front of the user end, as in where the user is going to be interacting with the application. If the person click on create account, you can see create account here now. You can see create account here now. So let me just show you something. If you click on this create account, you will see that this time we take you to the create account section, but there is something you notice now. Even if you fill the form finish and then fill all this form, you will see that the system will still require that you need to verify whether you're a robot. So, and you can see that the thing is still not. So we're going to do two things now. One is to design the logo, and two is to, of course, you can design logo and you can design logo now, right? But the main thing is this, what's it called? The main thing is to solve this issue, this capture issue. That's the main thing, that's the technical thing. So I may not be able to cover logo design here because I don't want this video to be lengthy. So, but if you want to learn logo design, you can use this software, online software system, which is called Logo Maker. I think I made a video in the past in the channel. You can make a research on the channel, how to make use of this. But if here is something that resonates with you, once you get the application, you may say, okay, Sheda, please do a little logo design tutorial for us so that I can actually learn how to do this logo design. So, but you can use this to design a very good logo. As a matter of fact, that is what we use to design VendAfrica logo. You can see that the logo is very, very beautiful, right? So this particular logo that is seen here is very, very beautiful, right? So that's how we design it, okay? So you can use this. This is logomaker.com, okay? You can check the address on the Google browser. You can see it now, logomaker.com. So that is for logo, but that's not what I'm doing here. What I'm doing here is to make sure that users are registering on your website, because it will be kind of a taboo that you go to this length and nobody can register on your website. So to do it, two things you need to do. First of all, let's handle the recapture issue. So on your settings, remember I click on portal, click on settings, right? Click on settings. Then on this place, I've already added a few parameters, but what I want you to click on this create recapture, okay? So you need to click on that, okay? Just click on it. It will take you to another tab. This place is automatically, you must log into a Gmail account, okay? If you don't log into a Gmail account, the system will not be able to give you this access system. So make sure you are logged into a Gmail, okay? Gmail is free, actually. It's not paid. So First of all, you need to put your domain name, which is Web Digital in this regard. Web Digital, that is the domain name. Then scroll down here, you see challenge. Don't choose score, because your member will not be able to verify that. Just choose challenge. Then choose I am not a robot. Just leave it the way it is now. You can see it now. I'm not a robot. Just leave it the way it is. Then come down and enter the actual domain without HTTPS. So in this case, I'm entering this webdigital.com.ng, right? I think I get it. Then choose submit. Nothing else. You understand? It's very simple. It's the simplest. Just choose submit. Once you enter this, you have entered this, just choose submit. So I'm just going to choose submit. So once you choose submit, the system will generate 2 keys for you, right? You can see it right away now. It's going to generate 2 keys, which is the site key and the secret key. So these 2 keys are necessary for what you want to achieve. Go back, you can see here that this time we ask you for 2 keys again, which is which you can see here. You can see site key here. You can see it now, site key. Don't mistake another one for another one, no. So go back to the place where we generated the code. So site key, I'm just going to click, copy this, then go back, and then highlight, copy, as in remove the one that is there and put your own. Then go back to the secret key, copy it, and then press that is under secret. You can see it now, paste it. You understand? And then click on save. Don't click on change. You will not get these things. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? Okay, just choose save changes. So once you choose save changes, then you go back to the front as like, okay, to see that everything is going on. You will now see that the capture is now working. You can see it now is now working. That means this one is okay. Now the next thing that you need to do, because even if this thing is working, the system will not still register user, right? Because this is a very, very sophisticated application. You must get everything right. So the next thing you need to do is to go back to the system, then click on the same portal settings, choose SMTP setup. Very, very important. Of course, the logo aspect, I don't want to dock on it. If you want to upload logo, just click on browse, then click on change logo. Then the system will change your logo. I don't want to do that because that one is going to take us time. I don't want to do it. Use a hand and sort your logo out, okay? But the one I'm doing is the one that is very, very important. Because without this second step, the step people cannot register. And when people cannot register on your website, what's the essence of creating your website? So click on SMET setup, click on it quickly under portal settings, then you'll be seeing system will present you with several parameters, okay? Pay attention here, pay attention. Those of you that think that, okay, share that, this is not the work. Everything where they say they work. Except say, pay attention. And don't come to DM and begin to say that this thing is not working. If you cannot figure it out, pay us 20,000 to design the whole thing for you, please. Now, what you need to do is to create an email and then connect it to start working, right? So we need a username, we need email, we need password, we need the SMET host. So quickly go back to your file manager, right? Click on under your file manager, scroll to email account. Can you see email account? So can you see it now? That's the first tools you see on your NEC panel on the wall, whether you are using Namecheap or NEC panel. So click on email account. So once you click on email account, then you will be presented with, if you have created email already, you'll be presented with them, but then we are trying to create a new one. So just click on create. Can you see create here? Just click on it. Click on this create. Then select the domain. In this case, we are working with Web Digital, right? That's the domain we are working on, okay? Don't mind, there's a lot of domain here, but the one I want to work with is Web Digital. So select it and then put the email, very, very important. So in this one, I want to put portal so that I can easily remember it. Then generate the password. Remember, we did it before now. Copy this one that I have generated. Then quickly go back to that section. Remember, there is a place where the sent asks for password. So I'm just going to put the password. I put the SMET password. Then I'm going to go back. Then once you are here, click on create, right? Click on create. Once you create it, the system will automatically create it. Then click on view. Rewind this video if you are not understanding anything. Once you have view here, once you are here, just click on connect device. Can you see connect device here? Devices, connect devices. So click on this connect devices. Then scroll down. Then you see username, because the same request this in the other section. You can see that he requested it. So I'm going to just copy this. Just copy this. Just copy it. Go back. And then the place where you see username, just paste it here. Then go back. Then the system will request another one, which is a SMET host. Did you see it now? This particular one. So go back to that connect device. We are rounding up. We are rounding up. So that you go and rest, okay? Just this incoming, you can see it here, incoming server, then outgoing server. So this is what we call the SMS host. So just copy this, copy it, copy it. Just copy it, go back to the section, then paste it. Then the next thing is the address. Of course, the address is this portal, okay? So we are done. Once you have have all these parameter, then the next thing you need to do, leave everything the way it is. Don't change any other thing. The next thing you need to do is to click update. Okay? Don't make that mistake. Once you are done, the system will tell you that you have updated it, and it means that it has been updated. Now that is for now. Remember, we are following every section here. We have done several things on this training. We have done upload, database, SQL, a lot. We have finished a lot. Okay, basic settings. We have done basic settings. Then the next thing is how to add banking information, how to configure Monify. Now, this particular training, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. These particular 4 are for people that has made the purchase of the application. So we are not going to cover it. Don't come to WhatsApp and begin to say, Shedrack, or you begin to tell us now how the API is. No. One good thing about this application is that it has nothing less than 1 to 8 APIs. So make your payment right now as you are dropping this, so that you get the second video on this training, so you can complete. Because right now it's like a half education. You know, a student that he didn't graduate. You are just maybe in between the process. You'll be confused now. So we are not confusing any person, because this video we are doing, nobody is paying us to air it. So what we do is for you to be able to learn, because this is a new year. Don't go and begin to look for shining object that doesn't make you money. This is actually telecom business. So if you are our fan, community members, and you are looking for a situation that you can do it yourself or get the application, make your payment. You can see how to get the script has been described on this page. How to get the script. The script is 150K, which of course you can see right now. But now we are breaking it down that you can purchase it in several options. Okay, you can get just the script, just like what you have did now, and then pay 40K for 50 people. Once you get up to 50 people, the script goes back to the original price, which is 150K. Okay, then you can also buy for the get the script for 50K for script and database. Okay, now this database is totally different from this one we uploaded. This one is customized database that contains everything, like on airtime and data. The way everything is working, not like, okay, you go, because on the area on API integration is very, very complex. So it's not the same thing like what we are doing here. You can see a little bit complex of what we have done already. So the next one is script for the template. The template itself is 10K. Remember, if you are not buying the script, it is 20K. For if you have bought the script, you want to now get the template, which is the VendAfrica template, then you need to pay 10K additionally. Then if you want to get a customized database that is working already for airtime and data, then you need to pay extra 10K. But if you say you want to do things yourself, then follow this training we have done and then begin to implement, because it's not a do or die affair, right? So make your choice, the one that you think is best, then make payment. Don't come to WhatsApp and begin to ask what is this script is all about. Please try to tell me how this script works. You already seen how we are doing it now. Everything is be less loose in this. So you already have a foundational training. Okay. Now, what you get, well, of course, I already explained this. So make sure you go to your mobile phone now, DM us now, WhatsApp us right now on this line, which is 081 30 37 446 or 091 37 97 0068. Now, why you're WhatsApping is not for you to ask questions. How is this thing working? No, go to vendafrica.com.ng to see all the scripts and the full functions. Then follow this training to learn how to implement it. Then come to WhatsApp and say, please, sir, send me account number to pay. I want to pay to get the script. Pick options. Because don't say that, okay, Shedra, begin to explain this thing now. This thing now, I don't understand it. You understand because this is a video. It's on YouTube. It's public. Everybody can see it, right? So I will say that I'm going to see the inside how, because in the second part of this video, we are going to be covering these three sections, okay, extensively, because this time around, we are now dealing with the application itself. Other ones is also okay, but then this is like, okay, to prove to you that what we are selling is working, okay? And if you have bought the script, you can use this to lay a foundation to the application. Then request for the second part of this video. I remember, Mr. Shedda, don't go and start any business without having this application, especially on telecom business. Make sure you grab this solution before it goes high. The price go to the original price. Make sure you get the price, get the application. Remember, this is application is working on Monify. It is working on Monify. Everything is automated, both buying and product and selling it. So that is the whole essence of this application. So if you enjoy this, grab this script right now, okay? And then thank me later. I'm your host, Mr. Shedda. Subscribe, like, and share this video on wherever you are watching it. Thanks and God bless.